Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. What day is it? I don't even know. Thursday. And we're going to be heading off in a minute, which is nice. I'm just getting myself ready. So, I'm not going to beat around the bush with this video whatsoever. This video is titled, I've Lost My Passion. And it's not about van life. I love van life. We love van life. I've got a lot of passion for van life. What I'm referring to is my professional life. Van life is great. I love making the videos for this channel. I love showing you what's going on, all that kind of stuff. I've got no issues with van life whatsoever. But as some of you might know, I am a musician. I've been a musician, a professional musician for, well, started off as a semi-professional musician. How old am I? Hang on a second. For about 30 years. I've been professional for about 20 years. I even have a teaching degree and a degree in music, and I used to teach at a college. I've done all that stuff, and I gig, travel around doing working men's clubs, weddings, pubs, bars, all that kind of thing. Solo, duo, band, the whole lot. Just so happens this week, which will be tomorrow's gig, we've cancelled it. It didn't cancel per se, but they wanted to move the time to a really late time, and it's quite far away, and I was like, I'm not doing, you know, this is part of the problem. I'm like, it doesn't warrant me going out that late, getting in at 2 o'clock in the morning, getting 4 hours sleep, going out and doing it the next night for, I don't know how much I'm going to get paid, 75 quid, 80 quid, or whatever. We have our granddaughter over on a Friday, not all the time, but she's over tomorrow. So, do you know what, I was like, I'd rather spend the time with my granddaughter. I haven't seen her for weeks and weeks, and we're going to go to a campsite, and I'm going to spend the time with my granddaughter, because family and experiences have much more worth than going out and earning money. Problem is, I'm skint, so I do need the money, but so what? And one thing I've noticed, ever since doing van life, which is, well, we've had the van a couple of years now, but we've been doing van life full time for 18 months. And it's not because there isn't space, because I can bring a guitar in here. It's not that much of an issue. And I've got recording equipment. I've got some like broken down MIDI equipment that I can use. So I mean, broken down, it's small. I've condensed everything to make it work. I just choose not to. I've even got air drums in the cupboard. I never get them out. And I don't play guitar between gigs. I don't sing. I don't do anything between gigs. I just go do the gigs and then nothing all week. And I feel like I've just lost my passion for doing what I do. Lost my passion for music. I used to be so passionate about it. I used to live and breathe music, really gun for it. I travelled to foreign countries, did original music, everything. And now I just like, meh. And I think some of it is because I've spent 3 decades doing stuff I didn't particularly want to do. So it's almost like a compromise. So it's like I worked really hard to get myself into a position where I could make music support me financially, so it earned me a full-time living. It's not easy, but I got to a stage where I got a good reputation. I was getting a lot of work. I mean, it's diminished since COVID, really. It's not as good, but got to that point where I can like go out and a few years ago I was making really good money doing it, but I think it's been decades of doing the compromise of it. So I've been doing pubs and clubs, doing covers, I'm not saying I hate the music, doing Oasis covers, Paul Weller, Bob Marley, Bon Jovi, whatever, you know what I mean, like classic covers that everybody knows, you know, to please the audience and to please the booker, which is fine. Not so much on the original stuff, even though I did have a stint of that and touring and stuff, but there's no money in that, not really. And even to the point that recently, people that I've been working with for like 15 years, had a really good working relationship with, are trying to stitch me up. And it's just got to that point where I'm just like, you know what? I just don't want to do it. And I'm actually quite good at it, but the passion is just not there. My other background is I was a professional painter and decorator. I had a building company at one point and owned properties and all that stuff, but we don't need to go into that. So I had building skills, but my trade is painting and decorating, which is why this place always looks nice and clean, because I keep on top of it, as you would have seen in the last video. But I don't have any passion for that either, so I'm a little bit lost. I'm a little bit like, what do I do with my life here? What am I doing? I'm nearly 50 years old. I live in a van, which I actually love. I love van life. What am I going to do? You know, I still want to play music. I want to get the passion back for playing music. But how do I do that and earn a living? Because I still got to earn money. I can't rely on T-Bone. I mean, bless her, she goes out and works, and at the moment she's the chief wage earner. I'm looking at my gigs coming up, and I'm like, I don't have that many, but I haven't really chased any. I could start chasing gigs again. And then I look at original music, and I'm like, but there's no money there, and I don't really have much passion for that. The only thing I was ever really passionate about recently was doing the worship music when I was at worship leader at a church in Chichester. But I can't go to that church anymore because we're on the move all the time, and I can't commit to it. So we had to leave. So anyway, that was it really. I think it's just like what I'm learning from doing this, doing van life. I think it's teaching me a lot about myself. I spend a lot of time alone, which I don't mind. I do keep myself quite busy, but it just occurred to me that I just don't play my guitar or sing or write music anymore. I haven't done for a couple of years now, and I don't have any desire to, so I don't know what to do with myself really in that respect. Thought I'd share that. Don't know why, but maybe you find that interesting. So this is good. This is what you want. Diesel heater's knackered. I've checked everything, by the way. I've checked all the pipes, the exhaust, the air intake, blah blah blah. There's no obstructions whatsoever. Checked all the wiring, the fuel line. I've been messing around with it for hours. It just will not go. You start it up. You hear the fan. It goes woo. I don't know if you heard that. And then the fan shuts off. And then you get that every single time. Does the same thing. The fan's moving freely with your hand. You can hear it. It's under there. Does that. And repeat. Brilliant. So like I say, I have absolutely checked everything. I can't see what's wrong with it whatsoever. There is a sensor on the fan. I don't know whether that's broken. But I can't see anything else whatsoever. So we've ordered another heater. Luckily they're very cheap. I should practice what I preach, and I should carry a spare. I think I did say that in one of the videos. Carry a spare diesel heater. Should really do that. So I might buy another one soon as well and just keep it in the lockup, because I could have just run down and got that and fitted it, and it wouldn't be a problem. But luckily we're on a campsite. Not tonight though, it's going to be cold tonight. But we're on a campsite tomorrow and the next day, so we'll be able to use a blow heater. Hopefully the diesel heater will come tomorrow. It's supposed to be coming tomorrow, so, and I can get that fitted. Oh, it's just the joys of van life. I still love it. And yes, we do have power, and yes, I did try running the engine while starting it just in case. I haven't tested whether there's a voltage drop, but I don't see why there would be. It's been fine for 2 years. You know, I think it's just added. I expect my band members are watching this going, oh no, he's going to quit the band. I'm not going to quit the band, don't worry. Actually, out of all the things I do, the band is probably the most enjoyable for me anyway, even though it's the least paid, which is ironic. Is it ironic? I don't know. The most fun thing is the least paid. So no, I'm not about to quit the band or anything like that. I just want to get my mojo back. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where it's gone. Anyway, I mean, do you carry on doing something just because you get paid, or do you find something else, find another passion, something that's gonna like ignite the fire in your belly? You know what I mean? I think maybe, like I said, just years and years. I mean, 30 years of doing the same. And I don't want to call them crappy gigs, because they're not all crappy gigs, but the same gigs. There's just knocked the wind out of my sails, if you like. Anyway, I thought I'd share that. Why not? I'd like to do this full time, to be fair. I'd like to do van life and YouTube and videos and travelling and all of that full time. But, you know, that's probably something I could get passionate about, to be fair. Anyway. If you do like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like it. Sorry about my ramblings. I'm alright, I'm not depressed. Don't send me loads of messages, like, because I've done this before. And like, Brent, you depressed? Are you alright? No, I'm fine. I'm just like at a bit of a crossroad at the moment. A little bit lost. I don't know where to go. But, you know, my plan is not the best plan anyway. So, God bless you. See you in the next one.
With laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called amazing grace, no chains will break.